guys. Hey, you guys. We are open today, and I would like to say that okay, I didn't know this till I was watching this channel on YouTube, but did y'all know that the little shout out I have, I thought I got it from the Goonies. I mean, that's initially where I got it from, was the Goonies. But it came from a show called, what is it? The Electric Company? Period. Oh, we are channeling everybody. I didn't know that that's where the Goonies probably got it from. So shout out to the Electric Company, and shout out to the lady that said it. Hey girl, how you doing? Hey you guys. We are open, but today we are open for Sunday Funday School with a no eyelash fundraiser, because we need to do something good for the people, because we're coming together. Scott and I haven't talked about this yet, and we're gonna get there. So the reason why, let's say why. Scott went to church his whole life, but knows nothing about the Bible, which I find to be just sad. So if I'm gonna be telling stories, I gotta tell this story. So of course I got my great illustrated classics, because if the other stuff is long, we know the Bible long. And it's like all kinds of different, like old English. I ain't got time for it, honey. So we just gonna use the version that makes the most sense to us. But we gonna come, under the spirit of fellowship and love, all of it. And also we're gonna love the people with no eyelashes. So do you know there's a trend now where people are shaving off their eyelashes? Eyelashes.
Not eyebrows.
Even though, I mean, my brother did it one time and it looked crazy as hell. He looked like an alien. He did it like there was a trend where like crisscross came out and you would take a thing and shave like little lines into your eyebrows. I think it came back, but you would shave lines into it. And my older brother came for the summer, and he had did it. So my younger brother decided he wanted to do it, and he messed it up. So they had to shave off his eyebrows. He looked like a damn alien. It was ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, help. So now they're doing no eyelash. And I feel like we need to have a fundraiser for awareness of, like, keep your eyelashes, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. Scott, do you want to be part of the no eyelash challenge or what here? Okay. I mean, I feel like there's a purpose for them, but hey, I know my brother found out the purpose for eyebrows was to keep sweat from just going into your eye. But hey, you learn how you learn. And speaking of, Scott, how are we learning here? Through great illustrated classics, but we're going to start off with the song.
Oh, okay.
For our fundraiser, the A and B section. Do you know the song Jesus is on the Main Line? Tell them what you want. Jesus is on. Just kidding. We are not going to do it because y'all going to be like, what in the hell? But we are going to get into this book. And we're going to start, of course, from the beginning.
Oh.
You know.
It's going to be long.
Scott may not be invited to Sunday Funday School. He may not. Like, you got to come to the sleepover. Now you get to go to Sunday Funday School with us.
Okay.
Don't come sleep over then.
All right, let's create the world.
Let's go for it. Hey, praise him. Oh, and in the back, guess what I got back here? Some wine for communion. And also, as a tribute to those people that have no eyelashes, I got puddle jumping.
Jesus' body.
Oh, we got wine and bread over here. Yes, we're gonna take up some communion, maybe later, maybe never. And also, we're gonna baptize them in puddle jumping candle. I'm gonna light a candle for them people because, child, they need them eyelashes. So we're gonna light a prayer candle for them. Ooh. Okay, now let's get to it, because we got to learn about what happened. How the hell did you get here, Scott? Do you want to know how you got here?
Sure.
I'm about to tell you through great illustrated classics, stories from the Bible. God makes the world. So thousands and thousands of years ago, there was no earth, no blue sky, wasn't no people. That cat you seeing, did you hear running back behind there? He wasn't here. No animals. God saw that there was only water and darkness. Now, how the hell was there water? I don't remember that being in the Bible, but maybe, I think in the real Bible, he created water, but whatever. We taking the Spark Notes version here. Stretching out his hand, he gave an order to the spirit that was in him, and God said, light, let light be born. And out of that water, the water broke, honey, and boom, light came out. Like giving birth.
I feel like light wasn't the first thing.
Scott, how do you know if you never read the Bible?
I'm pretty sure I know that.
Well, in this creation story, it is.
Okay.
Instantly, light flooded all around him. We should have turned off the lights and then turned them on. God was pleased by the light that he made from only his inner spirit. He decided, I will call the light day, and I will call the darkness night. Period. It is like giving birth. When I had my daughter, they came to me, handed her to me, and I was like, and they were like, what are you going to call her? And there was water there too. That was God's work on the first day of the world. On the second and third days, he moved his arms over his head in a half circle and made the sky. I don't remember that part either. Shaking his finger, he threw off clouds as part of the sky. Period. God was busy. Okay. Working quickly, he gathered the water into many places and called these places seas. The earth was made next to fit between the seas. On earth, he made plants and trees and fruits started to grow. On the fourth day, the sun and the moon. Wait, how is there light with no sun? It doesn't matter. On the fourth day, the sun and the moon were made. The purpose of the sun was to make the day very bright. I thought that's what the light was for. Well, stay in here, Scott.
Okay.
We got the candle burning in the background, huh?
Starting to maybe remember why I don't remember anything.
He ain't invited back to Sunday Funday, y'all, school, y'all. Anyway, because God wanted the night to be dark, he made the moon a very dim light. But the moon got some help in the light, enlighten the night when God made the stars. The fifth day, all the birds and all the fish were made. Period. Now we got some food to go with the fruits. Period. We got some meat. On the sixth day, God made cows, lions. Girl, how we know? I don't remember this being in the Bible. Cows, lions, spiders, snakes, and all the other animals and insects. Now he was almost finishing making the world, but there was still one important thing to attend to.
Wait, did I miss? Did he ever make the plants and all that?
Yes. Oh my God. Scott, that was on like the third or fourth day.
Oh, is that just the part of the earth?
Scott, on the second and third days, he moved his hands over his head in a half circle and made the sky. Shaking his fingers, he threw off clouds as parts of the sky. Working quickly, he gathered water into many places and called them seas. The earth was made next to fit between the seas. On the earth, he made plants, trees. Okay.
Got it.
You talking about the video gonna be long. It's because you ain't understanding what's going on here. Okay, so he had to get to them pesky human beings. God picked up a little dust from the ground. This dust was to become Adam. Now we just like clean it up. Now we get some pledge. Maybe we need to like take the dust and make some AI robots.
Maybe. So now we got a dusty man.
Yeah, we got a dusty man. God needed Adam for what? And the people who would be born after Adam, to take charge of the earth. Okay, got it. They're the managers. They're like, hey, it's like somebody who owns the McDonald's and they're like, I am not going to be here all the time. So what I do need is some managers. I need some store managers. And then managers up under him or them, and then employees, period. These are managers. People would manage all the animals, plants, and fruits that God made in these 6 days. He decided to make Adam in his own image, period. I made my daughter in my own image too. She looked just like me. Adam was born from the dust God had picked up. God gave him a garden to live in at a place called Eden. In Eden, Adam was taught to eat and to take his food from the plants and fruits now on the earth. But there's always a but. What do you think that but is, God? What do y'all think that but is?
Can I say it?
Mm-hmm. There are no spoilers.
All right. Adam was horny.
No, Scott.
Huh.
But this is why, again, we can't have nice things like Sunday Funday school because, Scott, like, Scott, you gonna make me have to blow out the candle back there for the eyelidless people. Or, I'm sorry, the eyelashless people. Okay. But, wait, where was I? You done got me all upset. But one tree was never to be touched. God said, this was the tree of knowledge. God had worked for 6 days. He looked about him and he was pleased at what he made. On the 7th day, God rested. We all need rest days. I feel like, can we bring back rest days? Because I feel like people be working like 6-7 days a week nowadays.
Isn't that what Sunday's supposed to be?
If you're a 7-day Adventist, Saturday. I don't know. That is what Sundays is supposed to be, but stores are open on Sunday. I'll be out and about on Sunday. Earth was ready to begin its life. Yes, girl, you done got your outfits, you done got your shoes, you done got your hair and nails done, honey. Earth is ready to do her thing, honey. She is ready to come out in full glory. How did you feel about that?
It's great.
Period. The Garden of Eden was beautiful. When Adam looked around him, he saw plants and blossom and trees filled with fruit. He could hear the pleasant sounds of running water from the 4 rivers that flowed through the garden, while animals and tame ones lived together in peace. I don't believe that. Like, what the hell were they eating? What was lion? What? Because there were lions. They said lions were there, and here goes one right here in the picture. Yeah, what was he eating? He like our big cat, just eating grass. Big cat going back to his roots. Mm-hmm. Okay. There were big insects and snakes, but Adam was not afraid of them, and they were not afraid of Adam. Adam went through the garden, giving everything a name, and God had told him to do, as God had told him to do. But one tree God had already named, the tree of knowledge. He told Adam to leave this tree alone because it would cause death. God was not completely satisfied with this garden he had made. He had told everything on earth to grow and multiply. So now there were families of plants and birds and fish and animals, families of everything except for the man, honey. He was just sitting there by himself, looking at lions having a good time, looking at birds having a good time. And he's just sitting there by himself like, dang, like a lonely dude at the bar, like, ooh. That's sad. Like, who am I going to get with?
So when God made everything else in the world, he knew to make a male and a female, but when he made humans, he kind of forgot about that.
Kind of what they're saying.
Okay.
Kind of what's going on here right now. That's what's happening in this book right here. Okay. Yes, honey. Okay. God did not want Adam to be lonely. God now made Eve, a woman who would be Adam's companion. To make Eve, God put Adam into a very deep sleep, like an epidural. He put him to sleep. He gave him an epidural. Then he took one of Adam's ribs and used it to make Eve. Adam felt no pain, kind of like an epidural. And when he woke up, God spoke to him about Eve. So wait, there's just a whole new, you go to sleep and you wake up and there's a whole nother being. Like, yes. Why we can't go back to them days? Can we get that again? Do I need to light another candle?
Would that make you feel better if you woke
Go.
up in the morning and there was just a whole other person
Yes.
sitting in your house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great. Yes.
That's if people get shot.
I'm ignoring you now, Scott, because you're not respecting the sanctity of what we're doing here. Don't let the wine fool you. This is very sacred. Okay. So, God said, this is your wife. You will be close to her because she is a part of yourself. She is the same flesh and bone as you are. Though Adam and Eve were naked, hey, they was like, boom, they was just out free. Like, yeah, set you free. Scott, set you free.
All right.
Anyway. They felt natural and comfortable because God had put them in the Garden of Eden that way. Because Eve was the same flesh and bone as Adam, she too was not afraid of any of the wild animals or snakes. I love that for her. So when the snake spoke to her, she listened politely. Eve, said the snake, I thought you and Adam were in charge of this garden. Do I sound like a snake?
I'm sure.
That's my snake voice. We are, answered Eve. God said so. Good, said the snake with a sly smile. Then tell me what the fruit on the tree of good and evil tastes like. Wait, I thought it was the tree of knowledge. This book, they might need to have a version too. Eve blushed with annoyance because she had to admit she did not know. I would unalive from even touching that tree, she explained. The snake smiled again. It was like, one of them weird smiles. Did that look like a smile? Would that creep you out if I smiled at you like that, Scott? Look.
Maybe.
I feel like that's how the snake smiled. And said he didn't believe that would happen. What will happen if you eat the fruit, said the snake, is that you will have knowledge of good and evil and be as great as God. This convinced Eve. She said, oh, say no more, honey. I can go out to the mall and get me some red bottles, honey. Yes. Be first lady of the church. She picked some fruit from the tree of good and evil and ate it. Right away, knowledge of good and evil came to Adam and Eve. Wait, it did not say that she gave. Okay. They looked at themselves and realized they was naked. They was like, "Ooh, no, honey. Ooh." Quickly, they took leaves from the nearby fig tree. I got on clothes for real though. So don't be shy over here. You can look. Tree and made aprons to wear. Then they hid because they knew God would be angry with them. Like, how would he know? If y'all had just pretended, like, this is where I always get this one. Because, like, I have read the Bible. This is where I always get it mixed up. How would God have known if they had just chilled out and still been lounging there with their body parts all out and just hanging out and act like they didn't see nothing? Like, we ain't do nothing.
Well, first off, because God knows everything.
There's that.
Secondly, they're too ashamed to not cover up.
There's nobody else there but them, and they're the same person. Like, literally, God was like,
they feel shame.
Oh my gosh, this is too much. These people don't make no sense. They need a therapist. Okay. God was very, very angry. He found Adam and Eve and asked, why are y'all hiding? So what y'all hiding for? Y'all ain't been hiding in all this time. What you hiding for now? What like did you go over there to that tree? Did you go over there to that tree over there? Trying to get my finger right. Because we are naked, so we are afraid. Oh, maybe that's where they get the naked and afraid show from. I see y'all. Adam said, God said, yes, you are naked, duh. But how did you get to realize this? Did it come from the tree of knowledge? Did y'all do what I said? Remember, I told you I was going to unalive y'all. Y'all better. Adam had to confess that it did, but he blamed Eve. I only ate the fruit because my wife, whom you gave to me, was eating it, and she said I should eat it too. Why Adam sound like one of my brothers when he get in trouble? But I was tempted by the snake, Eve exclaimed. God turned to the snake and put a curse on him. He condemned the snake to crawl on his belly in the dust from whence Adam came from. When he moved on the ground. Also, from then, the snake would have all women as his enemy, and their children would try to smash his head. In turn, snakes would hate them and try to strike at their heels. God's eyes flashed as he pointed his finger to Eve. He said, "Yes," and promised her great pain in childbirth as payment for her sin in the garden. Adam also had to share the blame. God said from then on, Adam would have to work hard all his life to get food. Get out there and toil. Get out there and work. Get out there and grind. This would be much different from the garden where everything grew by itself and was ready for Adam whenever he reached out his hand. God made clothes of skin so Adam and Eve could cover up all their nakedness. For a final punishment, God cast them out of their beautiful garden. They were sent to a land east of Eden to prevent them from sneaking back in. He placed the angel in the Garden of Eden. Paradise was lost. How you feel about that, Scott? Do you feel delivered?
Sure.
Are there any lessons learned?
Don't mess with God because he's an angry man.
Period. Follow directions, y'all, or else y'all been got put out. Like, there's a lot of people that get put out of houses because they don't follow the rules. They over there like, well, I saw it somewhere that I could do it. No, don't be going in people's fridge, eating their food. Don't be doing it. Follow the rules. If you living up under somebody else's roof, like Adam and Eve were doing in the Garden of Eden, follow the rules. You got anything else, Scott?
No.
Do you got any money to give to the Eyelash list fund? Here's the collection plate. Do y'all have anything? Thank you. We got some money. We're going to help get people some fake lashes. So with that being said, we're going to blow out our candle because, altar call is over. You sure you don't want to get baptized in Lake Minnetonka?
No.
Okay. Well, with that, I guess it was extended for a minute. Okay. With that, from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness, and hey, praise them. And yeah, we're going to end for Sunday Funday School with that. We're going to keep going with this because Scott needs this. He needs to understand where he came from. And we'll fundraise for the people that need us as well. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.